Vampire fiction. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing vampire fiction. No, not Twilight. Not True Blood. Not even Dracula. Interview with a Vampire by Anne Rice. So here's the thing. Interview with a Vampire is a darn good book. But if you don't like reading a lot of mature content, but it's not as mature as 50 Shades of Grey or True Blood. I mean, no wonder it's on the HBO. Anyway, Anne Rice is a really good writer, and I'm going to keep this review a little bit short, because I'm going to keep it hopefully snazzy. Anyway, it's really contradicting how I'm reviewing a vampire book and there's pure sun, like, reflecting in my window. I should be like going... Believe me, I was called the Prince of Darkness in my young teenage years. Yeah. That's the reputation I have got. Anyway, Interview with a Vampire follows this lone vampire, and let me tell you this: the story is a bit complex, but at the same time, it's actually understandable. It's understandable to the core, it's understandable to the characters, and believe me, it's a good read, but not to be reading at the middle of the night, like Lord of the Flies, like I did many eons ago, and I fully regret it. To me, this was a very good purchase. I got this at my Waterstones. If you're in America, it's basically like your local bookstore. Kudos to actually Twilight. Oh my goodness, you have met in Twilight. Bad you, bad you. Really? Really? That was so 2000 and whatever. Let's just, the reason why I got into vampire fiction was actually to Twilight. I'm a Twilight fan. I liked the books, okay? I, in fact, sort of prefer the books to the films. Even though people say, oh, they're badly written. Oh, a 4-year-old could write it. Technically, no. A 4-year-old could not write 4 okay-ish novels. And, they're really good reading. They're good, easy reading. And they, get you to imagine things. And they get you to, whatever you do when you read vampire fiction, think of fantasies or, think that you're a vampire and running through a forest. Not like I've done that before. Yeah. Anyway, Interview with a Vampire is, I feel, sort of, it's a really good, if you want to go into true sort of how vampire fiction, and I would totally go with Interview with a Vampire, because, yes, Twilight is an amazing, is a big selling, franchise, and, True Blood is, really gory, intriguing, 1 minute there's a fight scene and 1 minute there's a sex scene, and oh my goodness, I cannot take it. This one, it's easier to read, like I said, and it's, really a nice read. I mean, I read it, at least a good couple of times, and I just think it's fantastic. It's a fantastic book, and I think it should be read. And if you don't like it, then that's fine. And then, of course, there's my sort of criticism. The ending. Ugh. It's starting really, really good, and the ending, I just personally find it a little bit off. But then I actually haven't read the other books. Now, saying that, I shouldn't be reviewing 1 out of 3, I think, 3 books. Let's have a look. Yes, 1 out of the 3 books. The Vampire Lestat and the Queen of the Damned. Now, the Queen of the Damned was, I heard of it, and I know of it. The Vampire Lestat, sort of know it. So I know what happens. But as a standalone, I'm reviewing it as a stand-alone. I repeat, I'm reviewing it as a stand-alone. This is, I think it's a really good book. I recommend it easily. You could probably get it from eBay really cheap. You could even get it on your e-reader, but I like it. I really like it. I will do a tally. Well, not tally. A star sort of system. And I would give it a 4-star. Because I really like it. Yes, there's a few glitches, especially with the ending. But I really enjoy it. If you want to get into some very juicy vampire fiction, then this, my friend, is what you need to satisfy your craving. But that doesn't mean you should not read like how vampire read Dracula or Camilla or the Vampire, which is spelled really spelled with an sort of an archaic form. That shows my English A levels that I've used that term. So yeah. So please, if you're interested in reading it, then read it because I have just reviewed it, and you can have it too if you go and buy it from the store or go to eBay. Anyway, that is the end of my review. Wow, 6 minutes and 23 seconds. Wow, that was quite shorter than I expected. So please, like up. You know, it's always handy for a like. And if you want to, subscribe. Just click it. And then, you know, hopefully I'll be doing, you know, maybe my next video quite really soon because I need to get into a good habit. So, no introduction. Insert. Introduction. Conclusion. Yes. Insert. Conclusion.